TRN News.
A Nashville judge is allowing Governor Bill Lee to deploy National Guard troops to Memphis for now. The governor says the Memphis Safe Task Force is making progress with more than 500 arrests, 100 guns off the streets, and 80 drug seizures since operations began. Meanwhile, Memphis leaders continue to argue the federal intervention is an overreach. A hearing on the temporary injunction is set for November 3rd. And Accurate Energetic Systems is partnering with the Community Foundation of Middle Tennessee to help families affected by the deadly explosion at its Bucksnort plant that killed 16 workers earlier this month. The company's new family fund will cover funeral costs, medical care, housing, and other essentials. It'll also provide long-term counseling for employees and loved ones. Donations can be made through the Community Foundation's website. I'm Scott Hooper.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
In Africa, 5-year-old Chiru has no choice. She and millions like her must walk miles every day for dirty water. But together, we can end their walk by providing clean water close by. Instead of spending hours walking to get water that makes them sick, girls can be in a classroom that expands their minds, and moms will gain back time to care for their families. Sons and daughters can grow up strong, finally free of sicknesses caused by dirty water. At World Vision, care about clean water runs deep. Deep enough to reach one new person with clean water every 10 seconds. Because every child, every person, everywhere deserves clean water and the chance to rise to their full potential. It's true. When you just add water, you change a life. Learn more at worldvision.org.
The government shutdown has stretched into its 21st day, now one of the longest in U.S. history, and the president's approval ratings are slipping even in some of its strongest states. A new Morning Consult analysis shows approval of Trump holding steady in Tennessee at 58%, but disapproval has ticked up to 39%. That drops the state to 7th place for presidential support. Nationally, the president's ratings have trended downward as the shutdown drags on, with disapproval highest in states like Vermont and across much of the Northeast and West Coast. And the Country Music Hall of Fame welcomes its newest members, Kenny Chesney, June Carter Cash, and Tony Brown. Country music royalty filled the CMA Theater in Nashville Sunday night as Eric Church and Megan Morani both cut vacation short to join Casey Musgraves, George Strait, and others paying tribute to the 2025 inductees. Chesney got emotional as fellow Hall of Famer Joe Galante officially welcomed him into the Hall of Fame, calling it the first time he's ever felt truly accomplished. I'm Scott Hooper, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another sunny day is shaping up across the region today, although we will be a bit cooler. Highs will top out in the low to mid-60s. Winds will be a bit breezy at times, with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. Mostly clear skies are expected overnight with lows around 40. Thursday will be sunny with highs in the mid to upper 60s.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. From festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good Cookeville. Ooh, yo. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning. Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:06.
It is even chillier than yesterday.
Yeah, it feels
and
good.
I'm laughing and smiling because I like it.
I do too.
It's 41 right now.
Come on now.
High today around 63.
Well, I did it, guys. Last night, I did the PA announcing at the Tech basketball game.
I think you enjoyed it.
Let me tell you how much fun that was. There's a dude that plays for Tech. His name is Danny Pounds.
Yeah.
What a fun name to say on the PA. So much fun.
Give us a little example.
I can't. It's not the same environment.
Yeah, that reverb from being in like
And the excitement of
area,
it just
yeah.
happening.
Oh yeah, because I mean he threw one down. Tech won 99-38 last night.
Whoop, whoop.
They were playing a Division II school. It was exhibition.
Who cares? Dunk on them.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they seriously had 3 dunks in a row. One of them was a rebound dunk putback, and it was awesome.
Did he pound it?
Yeah, Danny Pounds. Yeah. Man, it was so much fun. I am going to have a blast this year. And what was really funny is I'm sitting there, and, of course, you know I'm always first. I get there early.
Oh, yeah.
So I was there early, and I was there looking at everything and making sure.
Were you the first one in the gym?
No, I was not the first one in the gym.
I
But
wouldn't put it past me.
so I get there. I'm sitting there at the scorer's table, and I'm supposed to have someone to the right of me that's going to come and help, and somebody to the left of me that keeps up with the fouls and who scored and make sure I get that right. So
Yeah.
there's 2 people there's one person on each side. And I'm thinking, well, I wonder who these people are going to be. Well, so the first person on the right that tells the PA announcer when to say things, because there's different timeouts and you say things at different times. So she was pretty much the director. So I'm wondering, who's this going to be? It was Maddie Bush, who I've known forever and ever, and she is the granddaughter of my mother-in-law's man.
Oh,
So I mean, I've been seeing her at Christmas now for 10 years.
that's awesome.
So
So you
here
feel
she-
comfortable with her.
So there she was, and then the person who keeps up with the scores and the fouls and all that stuff wasn't there. Yeah, well, I wonder who that's going to be. I'll have to get along with them. It was Carrie Hurst, who me and Donna went to high school with.
Look at that.
And I was like, man, look at this. So it was very comfortable to be there with 2 people I knew.
I love
and
it.
all that stuff.
Yeah, because when something's new, you never know what's going to happen.
Right,
So
yeah.
You already had good chemistry with both of them.
And then, I was
Jason, you have good chemistry with everybody.
I was walking out of Hooper Eblin, and I'm thinking to myself, Jason, you did a pretty good job, man. You did all right.
When do you ever think you don't do a good job?
And then a friend of mine, Mike, who owns CNC Construction, he's walking through, and he looks at me, and he says, "What are you doing here?" I said, "Well, dude, I've been doing the PA announcing this whole time." He said, "That was you?"
You're like, I'm an announcer, man.
Well, I guess because I was enunciating
Yeah.
people, I don't know, but he was like, he said, "You must have changed your voice or something."
Well, it does sound different. Just the acoustics of the
Yeah.
space and like different
true, yeah.
microphones than people are used to you on.
I guess. I don't know, but I was like, what do you mean, what am I doing here? I've been saying crap this whole time.
But it sounded even bigger.
I
on
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I just thought that was real funny. I was walking around all proud of
That was
myself and
you?
stuff, and then Mike's like, "That was you?"
And you're like, oh, people didn't even know it was
Oh,
me.
shucks.
They will now.
I can't wait. I think the next home game is November 4th. So
Well, that's That's just in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, things you need to know
Let's do
besides, congratulations.
Oh,
though.
thanks,
You do a
thanks.
good job
Yeah.
on that. First responders trunk or treat is happening.
Yeah.
First responders trunk or treat with Tennessee Highway Patrol. It's on Thursday, October 31st at Cane Creek Sportsplex parking lot. I tried to enunciate. I'm not as good as Jason. Cane Creek Sportsplex.
There you go, Sheila. All right. Hey, RJ Corman is going to be making some repairs on some railroad crossings in Monterey. The one at Holly Street and Chestnut Street. That's today. Road closures will be required because they can't fix them if y'all are driving over them. And but repairs will not be made simultaneously. The work is expected to take place starting at 7 o'clock this morning and be done by 5 p.m. this afternoon. So if you're around those areas in Monterey, just be a little extra careful and find another route around.
Okay, this Sunday at Byrdstown, the Byrdstown Pickett County Chamber is wanting you to know that the Good Neighbors Theater is serving up some good food and family fun alongside performances of Hee Haw Hayride.
All right.
Doesn't that sound fun? Whatever. That's from Hee Haw. It's a community fundraiser this coming Sunday, and they'll have 2 shows. Looks like they'll be serving between 8:30 and 3:30 at the Welcome Center first. So, and then another event is Take Home Chili Quart Sale, offering homemade chili for just $10 a quart. It will be available for pickup this Sunday at 2 p.m.
That's good.
Isn't that cool?
Another road closure today in Cookeville it's already started about 45 minutes ago. There at Bunker Hill Road is going to be closed beginning at Sam's Street and then continuing around just before 1375 Bunker Hill Road. They're doing some, some storm drain maintenance there. Should be done by 5 o'clock this afternoon. But that's a mess over there anyway.
Yeah, it is. And those storm drains get backed up. I don't know. I guess there's debris under them.
I was going to go to Sam's yesterday to buy the dollhouse that I'm required to buy for Christmas, and couldn't get there.
Yeah. Well, there's another way in.
I know.
But yeah, I'm like you. I always think of that main entrance. And then the other day I was over there and I'm like,
I mean, I just got put out by the whole area there. It's terrible.
It's a mess.
And I said, you know what? I'll get this later.
And y'all need to be careful because
I'll get it on a Saturday morning when nobody else
and
is
poor
out.
old Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah.
It's a mess right through there.
From what I understand, the exit's going to go right through Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
I'm kidding.
Well, I could believe it though, because it almost does anyway. Sorry, I believe that. I fell for that one, hook, line, and sinker. Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. Have you ever wanted to know how forensics are done?
Well, I've watched NCIS. and
Obviously,
CSI.
a lot of us do, because how many NCISs are there?
Oh, there's
20?
I don't know. There's a lot.
But it said looking for an up-close look at what it takes to serve as a TBI forensic
Yeah,
scientist.
Actually.
Now accepting applications for spring internships at our crime laboratories across the state.
Really?
How do you have to be real young? Because I would like this.
No, you don't have to be real young, Sheila.
Because you say I'm old, but
you just have to be willing to intern. They're looking for free labor. Let's just be
for free?
Let's just be
Not
honest.
all internships are free. Let's see. You must be a college junior or senior.
Oh,
Majoring
hey,
in
you're a senior.
citizen. Majoring in a natural or physical science, forensic science, or any other forensic related,
you're out there.
and a cumulative GPA of 3.0 or higher. That knocks you out. For full qualifications and apply, you can go to Tennessee Bureau of Investigations on their Facebook page. They have a link there if you'd like to apply for that.
On the Dove Awards this past week, Brandon Lake and Jelly Roll sang Hard Fought Hallelujah.
I love that song.
And there was a choir behind them also singing. There was a Cookvillian in that choir, Casey Wallace.
Yay, Casey!
So, there's the picture that they put out of the performance. You can see her plain as day in the picture, too. So that's pretty cool. Way to go, Casey Wallace.
I would love to get her on the show.
You should.
Talk
You
about
should.
that. Yeah. I'll look into that.
Look into that, Sheila.
If any of y'all know Casey,
Investigate that.
let me know how to reach her.
Investigative reporter Sheila Scruggs is
A lot
on
of times
the
I'll
scene.
find them. I'll track them down.
I know you will.
Pickett County Horsemen's Association is presenting the Haunted Barn as their fundraiser.
Moo, 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 moo.
It's October 24th, 25th,
Get it
26th,
instead
and
of
30th.
boo? You say moo?
But
it's
that's
in
a
the barn.
horse, not cattle.
What kind of, you didn't say horse barn.
I said Putnam County Horsemen's Association.
Well, what do
I'm-
horsemen do? They herd cattle.
They round them up, don't they?
They round them up.
Not always. Anyway, moo,
Nay,
moo, moo.
they don't.
Nay, that's good. That's more like it. But it's 24. Okay, it's this weekend, and it's $2 per person. Starts at 7 p.m. each night. That's really good.
Yeah.
$2 and go to a haunted barn. Then they have their Fall Fun Fest, October 26th, which is this Sunday at 2 p.m. until dusk, and that is a free event in Pickett County.
Did you see that Cityscape put out their new ornament
I
and
did. I have that in there too.
And it's
It
hidden
is,
hollow.
Yes.
and it looks cool. They did a great job on like the entry, the hidden hollow sign.
Yeah.
They did a great job recreating that in the ornament.
That is really, I would think that would be hard to do. Because even the little details,
Well, I mean, if you're doing it by
Fair
hand,
and make sure.
but I'm sure these are laser cut.
who knows?
They're laser cut.
But I would even think that's hard
Nah,
to get it right and to, haven't you got, David knows.
David knows.
You've got to tell it what to do and how to do it.
I do know. So, so what you do when you're making a laser cut, like plan or whatever project file or whatever it is you're creating and tuning the design beforehand, and then
The machine just does it.
yeah, you have
Somebody's
to test
gotta
it a few times.
Make sure it's right before it happens.
Well, I bet you could scan in the logo, do some.
You know what
AI,
we need to do? We need to
ChatGPT.
let him try to do his own 3D stuff and see how
Not
hard it
3D.
is.
We're talking about laser cutting. We're not talking
Same
about 3D
thing.
printing.
It's about the same thing.
Laser cutting is a 3D
Precise.
process,
See?
but
'Cause
like
I've been talking to David
it
about
is
all
a
this.
2D design, but yes, it's you would design it in something like InDesign or something to have the black and white.
It's basically
lines
like
first.
the old embroidery machine.
Why are we listening to you? You've never done it. David has.
I've seen it done.
I've seen it done.
Well, then you should know.
Everybody makes it look easy, but I
Right.
know that you have to put it in there
It
to
all
even
depen-
create it.
To me, it all depends on your tools. If you have good tools, it's easy. If you don't, it's hard. I guarantee you the people that made this had good tools. That's what they do.
Anyway,
They
Vince
make
and Amanda,
ornaments.
congratulations to y'all from Hidden Hollow.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's cool. You're the one who tried to put all the minutia on it.
No. I was telling him how, like I was saying.
Minutia.
Anyway, let me tell you about this. I'm gonna
Oh,
make
ahead,
it a
go
little
ahead.
sad. Well, I thought it was my turn. You just did
Sure,
it.
go ahead.
You're acting a little
No,
bit.
I'm not. Go
Yeah,
ahead. No,
you
no.
are.
Oh
You are.
no, it's starting.
He did hear David. It's starting.
Go ahead.
Brazen Q.
Mm-hmm.
They said it wasn't an easy decision for us, and it isn't the end of our food trailer days. But Brazen Q at Trackside, their last day will be this Saturday at Trackside.
No.
Stay tuned to see what's next for our food trailer.
No.
But they're pulling out a Trackside. But this Saturday, if you like Brazen Q,
I
go
do.
by and support them. They'll be there one last day.
All right. Well, we'll do our best.
It's sad because Brazen Q is good.
Well, of course they're going to be there Saturday. It's Blues and Brews.
Yeah, but that'll be their last event. I'm just
okay.
letting y'all know.
All right. Also Saturday, Tennessee Tech #7 nationally ranked, undefeated Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles are going to be playing at home at Tucker Stadium this Saturday. Game is at noon, and it's Youth Day. So kids wearing their youth football jersey get in free. So it's a great time to bring the whole family. It's not like it costs a bunch anyway to get into the game. But if you have some kids that play youth football, put the jersey on, they get in free. Y'all come and have a big time as Tech takes on SEMO, which is not going to be an easy out for Tennessee
Yeah.
Tech. So the more people we have there screaming and hollering and whatnot,
Screaming and hollering.
getting after SEMO, the better.
Well, Cummins Falls State Park is having a Halloween trunk or treat.
Okay.
If you plan to set up as a trunk and pass out candy, you need to sign up. So go to their Facebook page, Cummins Falls State Park. But they're going to have a bonfire with free s'mores. I'm there for that. You also have the opportunity to double treat by walking across the road to Old Mill Camp, where more trucks will be set up to trunk or treat. And there will also be opportunities throughout the night for a haunted hike through the trail.
No.
Trunks should be set up by 5 p.m. And then treaters, y'all can arrive at 6.
All right.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it does.
In DeKalb County, they're having Fright at the Fairgrounds. It's trick-or-treating, food trucks, petting zoo, face painting, and more. It's October the 25th, so this weekend. It's from 5 until 7, and that's at the fairgrounds there in Alexandria, if you want to go to that.
Well, this coming sorry.
That's all I got.
This coming Tuesday, the Senior and Caregiver Expo is coming up at Cookeville Life Church. And that's from Upper Cumberland Development District. They always do that. It's a free event for senior citizens, caregivers, and anyone who supports them. So this Tuesday, the 28th, 10 to 1 at Life Church in Cookeville.
All right. Your 2 cents is coming up next. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street.
What's something that doesn't require a license but definitely should?
Ooh, boy. All right. That's coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pond, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pond Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pond, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate, 931-WINDOW-1.
Hey Grace FM listeners, it's Dave Fry, lead singer Sawa Province. So excited, Christmas time is here. And we are celebrating with the Great Big Family Christmas Tour. My favorite tour of the year, it is coming to Cookeville, Tennessee to the River Community Church. And we want you to be a part of it. December 11th. Get your tickets today at greatbigfamilychristmas.com. And we'll see you and all you Grace FM family soon.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
For nearly a decade, I've stood with you. Through every storm, every alert, I've been here tracking, warning, protecting you and those you hold dear, delivering critical updates to keep you safe, guiding you through the chaos of the storm. I've been here for you. The Upper Cumberland isn't just where I live, it's who I am. Together, we've covered everything from tornadoes to flash floods and severe ice storms. My mission has always been the same, to keep you informed, prepared, and safe. Now I'm raising the bar, introducing the all-new Upper Cumberland Weather smartphone app. This isn't just another weather app lost in the noise. It's a new standard. This is one of the first local weather apps in the nation to offer unparalleled radar access, putting you in the driver's seat. Select from individual radar sites from every National Weather Service office across the country, sites selectable for hyperlocal precision. Explore over a dozen radar products, including high-resolution base reflectivity, velocity, radar estimated rainfall rates, and advanced dual polarization products like the correlation coefficient coefficient, which helps distinguish between rain, hail, or debris being lofted from tornadoes. Beyond radar, the app features our Tower Cam network with nearly 3 dozen high-definition live video feeds capturing every corner of the Upper Cumberland, paired with real-time temperature and wind speed data. For daily forecasts or around-the-clock severe weather coverage, stream the Upper Cumberland Weather Channel 24/7 right from the app. For 8 years, I've been your eyes on the sky. Now with the Upper Cumberland Weather app, that power is in your hands. Available soon on the App Store and Google Play. Upper Cumberland Weather. It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate at 625.
A high today around 63. We've got 41 right now, so it's a little chilly. This morning we'll have Congressman John Rose on with us. Then we'll also have Catherine Molina with the Leslie Town Center talking about Mistletoe Market.
All right.
Good show this morning.
Absolutely. Your 2 cents now. It's brought to you by Freedom Pond. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta.
And they're great folks. We love them. I guess your favorite thing over there was the drum set.
Yeah.
And the
Can't wait.
guitars.
November 2nd, I get to find out.
Yay. I hope you.
Got my drum set.
He's been waiting. I
Anyway.
hope you get it. What's something that doesn't require a license but should?
Well, I don't think really much of anything should require a license, to be honest with you. I think that is a government sham where they get money from you so you can do something. Like getting married. Like that shouldn't require
It didn't
a
used
license.
to require that a
No.
long time
No,
ago.
our grandparents didn't have that. They just
said, we're married.
were married, and then they were.
And then government goes, wait.
We can make
There's all these people getting married. We need to take some money.
we can make $25 a couple, or whatever it costs now. What does it cost now, David, for the marriage license?
I don't know. That's still on our to-do list because you can only get your marriage license 30 days out from your wedding.
Yeah.
And we've only
see all
just
these rules
crossed
too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
See, well, like probably, I don't know the specific history, but that was probably started to be able to discriminate who could get married.
Well, I don't know why it was started, but there's no reason for
I
it.
think it's to get money
You know,
from people.
And and I get it. There's some things that I do think there should be a license to do. I think if you're an electrician, you should be licensed. That's going to burn somebody's house down.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a beautician, if you can cut hair, then why do you need a license to do it?
But they make them have a license.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got to have a license to hunt. I don't get that. I mean, I get that that the money you spend in for that license goes to
the land and everything.
TWRA does a great job of that. I'm
Yeah.
not mad about that. I just don't understand why we have to have a license for it.
Well, Jason, everybody's got to get their share.
I know.
What is something that doesn't require a license but should? Michael said using a shopping cart because they can hurt my car when they don't put it back because they roll all over the place.
Man, you got to know there's politicians everywhere listening going, heck yeah, shopping cart license.
There's one time I was standing and then I didn't
That's
want
a tax that's not a tax.
I think somebody didn't, like standing in line in the grocery store, and I think somebody didn't see that there was a child in front of me because there was a tall guy and it looked like I had a space. She rammed her buggy, like pushed it up against my butt.
Really?
And I look at her, I go, you could say, excuse me, and I would move. And I said, there's somebody in front of me.
Ah,
So, yeah, she needed a license or needed to go to jail.
yeah.
But I'm a free thinker. Erica said, singing and dancing, guilty of being awful at both.
Well, then why would you think you need a license for
Have
that?
you heard me sing?
Have you heard me sing?
But you know what? Even if it's bad singing and they sing it happy, don't rain on their parade.
Hey, everybody's got the right to not listen to it.
Right. But don't ram me in the butt with your
Right.
buggy. Jessica said everybody needs a license to be a parent. Some of them do.
I think it's funny that you have to have a license to get married, but not to have kids.
Yes.
That
I would agree with you. That seems like it should be the opposite.
they just pick the license out so people have to pay it. They can't put it on kids.
Yeah.
But
Well, if you think about it, it's a gatekeeping step. Like, you have to get approval
Yeah.
from someone who may want to impose something on
Yeah.
you.
I think it's all a sham. I'm against it all.
So how free is that?
Right. Let's just everybody do whatever they want to.
A lot of people are saying kids are reproducing. They're saying having kids, reproducing,
A license to reproduce.
raising children.
What a great pickup line.
Oh my
that
gosh.
couldn't go bad
Hey.
at all.
Hey, babe, you
Hey,
want to
how
get
you
a
doing?
license together?
I got my license to reproduce.
Yeah, all the men would have theirs.
Got my license right here. Want to scan it?
Becoming a parent. Yeah, somebody said, my goodness, that's the most popular one.
I figured it would be because
Lord.
that's a whole thing. You know, got to have a license to get married, but you don't have a license to have kids.
That's funny. And then someone said, you can have a license to be stupid. Stupidity. It's an
Now,
epidemic.
I've always thought that the state should sell a license, a driver's license, and you could go take a test for this. If you are capable at driving fast, then you should have a fast driver's license. Mm-hmm. And maybe a sticker in your window so the cop knows not to pull you over and waste their time. But I would pay extra to drive 90 down I-40. I'd pay extra for that.
Kind of like an HOV lane kind of deal.
But you can drive fast.
But you can drive fast.
That's
kind of like the
idea.
Tennessee Audubon.
Yeah.
And
Get you at the Audubon Society.
you know, like what?
I was trying to be funny.
Oh. But you know about the road, right?
So
You don't know about the Audubon?
No.
The road?
No.
it's in Germany. There's no speed limit on it.
No. Oh, I do. Yes, I've seen people talk about that on the Sunday morning shows that I've watched. I knew I'd never get to it, so I didn't put it to memory.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond. They're located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta.
Keep it interesting for you,
If
Jason.
anybody's
You know
got any
that.
extra cents, we'd like to give that to Sheila.
You should have a license for stupidity,
We're
Sheila.
going to start a cents GoFundMe for Sheila. Spoiler alert is coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music. So stick around for that here on Good Morning Cookeville. Live in the Willow Window Studio. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. I love our customers, but honestly, I don't want to see any more of them in our service department. Why? Because we now offer mobile service and mobile detailing, where we come to you. Time for an oil change? We'll do it in your driveway. Does your car need a bath? We'll wash it while you're at work. The best part, these services are available at no extra cost. Schedule your mobile service or mobile detailing appointment today. Call us 931-526-3325.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Last night on UCR, the Upperman Lady Bees volleyball team fell to Dyer County in the Class 2A state tournament quarterfinals in straight sets. Upperman is back in action this evening at 5 in the consolation bracket against Chucky Doak. Gordonsville will play in the 1A semifinals at noon against Summertown. In the NBA season opener last night, reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder opened the season with a dramatic double overtime win against the Rockets, 125-124. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 35 points to lead the way for the Thunder in the win. The Nashville Predators fell to 2-3-2 last night after falling to the Ducks 5-2. The Ducks scored 3 of their 5 goals in the second period. The Texas A&M Aggies are the first team to be fined $50,000 by the SEC for faking injuries during a game. Aggies defensive back Tyreek Chappell was seen on video going down after the ball was spotted and after an Aggie staff member motioned to him while pointing at the ground. Join us this evening for high school volleyball and the UCR football show. First up at 5, Upperman plays Chucky Doak, followed by the UCR football show at 7, presented by Fire and Vine. You can watch them on the main UCR Facebook page. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:35.
Someday we're going to have a behind the scenes, and then we're both going to get in trouble.
I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
Why would I get in trouble? I haven't done anything wrong. I've just been sitting over here being good and nice, professional.
I've got a camera without a recording limit. We can put money on it.
David's my
I got no shame.
I know, that's it.
Let's roll.
It's that it's not that you don't do anything wrong, it's that you have no shame
I got nothing to
about
hide. Let's do it.
Anyway, we're having a good show this morning. Jason, take it away.
It's spoiler alert time. Things going on in the world of entertainment and music. On Jimmy Fallon, a musical guest, Courtney Barnett.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. Jimmy Kimmel has actress Emma Stone.
I know who that is.
And Seth Meyers has Maya Rudolph.
I know who that is, too.
Are
they with the Audubon Society?
Nope. Still no Audubon Society.
Trying to work it in.
Swing and a miss on that one, too, Sheila. On regular TV, the Golden Bachelor.
Well, I don't know who that is, but I know the show.
Yeah, Survivor is on CBS, and so is The Amazing Race. On Fox tonight, it's The Floor, and it's getting competitive.
I have not seen that in a while.
It's good.
That's the Rob Lowe one, right?
Yes, the game show. Rob Lowe's the host.
It's that when I turned it on there, my husband goes, "You're just wanting to watch Rob Lowe." Yes.
He's good at it.
I'm just wanting to look at him.
Chicago Med is on NBC, and on TLC, it's a series premiere. Dangerously Obese is the name of the show. Oh. Not just obese. Dangerously obese.
Wow, way to make them feel really bad.
On
that just sounds like a horrible name for a show.
Well, I mean, but there is such thing as being dangerously obese.
There is, but nobody wants to hear it.
Nobody wants to hear it, but
nobody wants to hear.
Hey, if you're dangerous,
did you know that?
If you're dangerously obese, somebody needs to tell you that you're dangerously obese.
Did you know you're morbidly obese? Did you know you're not a nice person? Never mind.
On Amazon, there's a limited series called Lazarus that's out today. On Netflix, season 2 of Baby Bandito.
It's fun to say.
Never heard of.
Baby Bandito.
On Netflix, season 1 of Mob War, Philadelphia versus the Mob. I'll watch that, but I guarantee I'll root for the mob on that deal. I'll be like, down with Philadelphia.
Whoa.
More fun that way.
Why are they trying to keep the mob down? And then on Netflix, season 1, The Monster of Florence.
Oh.
Henderson. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny. The Brady Bunch.
Florence Henderson was the maid on the Brady Bunch.
No, she was the mom.
I was lost.
The mom. She was the mom on Brady Bunch. Okay. I was telling David.
Never seen it.
Yeah, but you weren't telling him right.
Right. I forgot who that other lady was.
You have nothing to hide.
No, I don't. I made a mistake. See how easy that is, Sheila?
Yeah, I made one too, but I didn't make you feel stupid.
Tickets for the 2025 World Series between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays are selling for up to $14,000 on StubHub and Vivid Seats.
Talk about stealing money.
Starting prices at StubHub for these are the cheap tickets, $800.
Even the cheap ones are expensive.
I think event tickets have just become like poor people's stock market.
Oh,
like, you just buy it the second it goes available and then resell it. It's just ridiculous.
Netflix has secured exclusive global rights to adapt the board game Catan into a franchise of projects, including live action and animated films, scripted and unscripted series, produced by the game's original creators and publishers.
I don't know that game.
It's a fantasy game.
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
It kind of reminds me of a similar theme to like Risk, where you're like
Now I know that one, David.
assembling like resources and claiming land.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in a long time, but
I've never played it.
Overview.
It looked way too time consuming. That's why Dungeons and Dragons I don't get.
Oh, it can go on for days, can it?
Yeah, you can continue to play the same game week after week.
But I get why people get into that.
Well, I think it's just because they get to hang out with their buddies.
Well, I think there's a lot of creativity involved in
There he is, but I think it's mostly just to hang out.
It's kind of like writing a book along the way as well,
Yeah.
because you're like, you have
It's a story.
like,
You're trying to tell a story.
yeah, and there's pass fail on interactions, and that changes how the story
I
moves.
knew you'd know about Dungeons and Dragons.
He knows about the multi-sided die, as they say.
Yeah, I designed some because it was fun, and I've never played, but like I've watched stuff about it because it's interesting. It's a very in-depth game and community.
HBO Max is raising U.S. subscription prices across all tiers. The basic with ads plan increases by $1 to $10.99 monthly. The standard ad-free plan raises $1.50, so it'll be $18.49. And the premium tier jumps $2. It'll be $22.99. These changes take effect immediately for new users on November 20th and on November 20th for existing ones.
Why don't they just
Hub Plus still free.
We're free.
Do you know what I have started?
But look what you get with it.
You know what I've started missing? Regular TV. Just give me a guide. Just give me a guide. I'm tired of going back and forth between all the damn apps.
Yeah.
Just give me a guide. Let's go back to cable.
Let's go back to TV Guide.
I need that. I am tired of what or if you get off of something, like if you're watching a show.
Oh yes.
Then you're like, well, what was I watching that on?
My cat accidentally stepped on my remote and took it back out, and I'm like, which app was that on?
Right.
Where was it we were watching?
I'm sick of it. Sick of it.
Sick of it.
PBS SoCal is airing a live 3-hour telethon featuring stars like Josh Groban and Jamie Lee Curtis to raise funds after their federal support was eliminated. So the station is scrambling to fill the financial gap. So that's going to be star-studded out in L.A. The best old WCT could do probably be me and Sheila.
We're sorry.
We're
but
no Josh Groban or Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'd like to think I'm a little bit like Jamie Lee. She's cool.
As she approaches her 30th birthday, model and mother Ireland Baldwin revealed in a Substack post that she has cut ties with certain family members she describes as narcissistic, unreliable, addict family members.
So when you say Baldwin,
Yes, that crew.
is she the daughter of Alec?
I think so.
Is that the one that, maybe about 15 years ago, there was a message that got leaked to the media where he called her a pig and all that stuff?
She wrote that she arrived at the decision after years of trying to win over relatives during a lonely childhood following her parents' divorce. She added that motherhood and her daughter Holland pushed her to redefine her concept of family and protect her from toxic dynamics.
Good for her.
Yeah, she's like, okay, y'all are ridiculous. Me and the kid are out.
And I think by being like she said, being a mom, she said, I don't want my kid to go through that toxicity or something,
Bryant Gumbel, have you heard about him?
Yes.
Of course, he hosted the Today Show for 15 years. Real Sports, of course.
He's 77.
Taken by ambulance to from his New York City apartment following what his family described as a medical emergency. Sources say paramedics arrived after 9 p.m., placed him on a gurney, and transported him to a nearby hospital. Although a family member said that he's okay, no specific details about his condition or what prompted the emergency have been released.
Well, I'm glad he's okay.
Oh, me too. Yeah. Kim Kardashian is 45, just turned 45 last night.
Happy birthday, Kim K.
She's celebrated around the international press tour for the upcoming legal drama All's Fair, surrounded by her co-stars Glenn Close, Sarah Paulson, Naomi Watts, Tiana Taylor, and Niecy Nash Betts, and joined her mother, Kris Jenner. And she blew out the candles on a surprise cake at a Paris event tied to the Disney-backed show. She stars in the Ryan Murphy series as a high-powered divorce lawyer. Well, she knows about that.
It's the way you said it again. She knows about that.
She does know about that.
She does.
I mean,
that is some hard hitters she's with, though, with the Glenn Close and Paulson.
Man, I guess I'm more blown away that Kim Kardashian is 45 years old.
Did you think she was younger, older?
I thought she was younger.
She's been around a while, though.
How old is Paris Hilton now? She's
probably about the same age because they hung out
be
together.
45, 50 years old.
I think she's probably around 45, 46.
Man.
I don't know.
It's 6:45, and coming up next, we've got The Real Good. It's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. We'll get to that. And also, round 3 of Ask Sheila.
I'm not feeling it today.
That's
I messed up on Audubon earlier.
Well, you are a little half a bubble off. You might need to do some jumping jacks. You know, that cures everything.
You know, I hate it when you try to get me to do jumping jacks.
Jumping jacks always helps.
I know how men are.
You're having
wanting women to do jumping
No, it's
jacks.
not just
Ain't
that.
nice.
If you're having a bad day, if you can't get woke up, if you can't get motivated,
I'm awake.
Jumping jacks.
I am awake.
So that's all coming up next here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live here in the Willow Window Studio, brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Elevate your space with high-quality window treatments from Willow Window. Our dedicated team crafts custom solutions featuring sleek blinds, elegant shades, custom interior and exterior shutters, and luxury drapery tailored to your style. Transform your windows into stunning focal points that enhance your home's charm. Reach out to us today for your complimentary estimate. 931 Window 1.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
Experience the ultimate in sports entertainment with Hub Plus. Tune in to your high school prep football game of the week every Friday night. Whether you're at home or on the go, catch all the thrilling action of local high school football by streaming directly on the Hub Plus app via your Roku device. Don't miss a moment of the excitement. Download the Hub Plus app today on Roku and never miss a game.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another sunny day is shaping up across the region today, although we will be a bit cooler. Highs will top out in the low to mid 60s. Winds will be a bit breezy at times, with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. Mostly clear skies are expected overnight, with lows around 40. Thursday will be sunny with highs in the mid to upper 60s.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 6:48.
Coming up next hour, we're going to have Congressman John Rose. He'll be in with us. And also Catherine Molina. She's with the Leslie Town Center, and she'll talk about Mistletoe Market.
Good stuff coming up. Right now, though, it's the real good. Couple stories that are positive and uplifting. When the girls' high school volleyball team at Community High School in Nevada, Texas, learned that their beloved janitor, Abel Rodriguez, had been walking to work every day, they decided to do something about that. Abel is a cherished figure at the school, known for his consistent encouragement, high fives, and contagious smile. He never misses a game and always makes sure every player steps on the court with a good luck and a dose of positivity.
You should do that when you're announcing at Tech.
Good luck, good luck. So the team partnered with a local car dealership and set up a GoFundMe page to raise enough money to get Abel a car. Within days, the community poured in money, and they raised $9,000. More than 100 students, teachers, and parents gathered outside, waving signs and chanting Abel's name when he stepped outside, and then he saw the surprise.
Abel.
A brand new car waiting for him. He was visibly moved and overcome with emotion. Abel spent years lifting up students with his positivity. Now those same students, along with the entire community, have lifted him right back up. How cool is that?
I think that's awesome.
Another real good story. The State Fair Texas wrapped up over the weekend but didn't shut things down before giving back to the community. Through the State Fair Cares program, the fair donated over 236,000 pounds of leftover food to charity organizations. There's a lot of turkey legs, tamales, and treats going to groups who help feed thousands of families in need. Dale Retman, who runs one of the charity groups, shared his excitement about all the donations. He said, sometimes we get corn dogs, we get hamburgers, we get fries, a lot of things you buy at the fair we're able to give out to families, and they're like, wow, a State Fair corn dog.
They're good.
They are good.
Yeah.
The program's been in place for 10 years and continues to be a huge success, so everything is set up for many more years of donations after the excitement of the State Fair winds down. So that is really cool. To the volleyball team at Community High School in Nevada, Texas, and to the Texas State Fair, y'all are
real good.
All right, Sheila, it's time for Ask Sheila, round 3. Only missed one yesterday.
So I got 5 right.
Got 5 total right so
Today's
far.
Wednesday, right?
And this
I'm
looks
losing track of days.
this looks like it's about eating.
Yay! I
Okay.
like food and corn dogs and tamales.
You like all the fair food.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, that you just get it once a year.
Wouldn't it be cool if there was a restaurant that you could go through the drive-thru and get fair food at all times?
I think it would be a hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be awesome. All right, first question, Sheila. In surveys, most Americans say they eat this for lunch about 50 times each year. What is it? And this is kind of a trick question.
A snack?
Mm.
You said trick questions.
In
though.
surveys, most Americans say they eat this for lunch about 50 times each year. What is it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
When you said trick, that helped me.
Right.
Thanks.
That was I mean, what other hint could I have possibly given for that?
Well, you would have just given it away if you'd
Yeah,
given me any
probably.
other hint. But yeah.
There's a lot of I'm in that easily 50
Well,
times.
sometimes you get so busy, you look down, you're like, oh my goodness, I've skipped lunch. No wonder I'm getting a headache.
Sometimes I forget to eat,
Yeah.
and then it will be late in the afternoon. It's like I
Yeah, because sometimes I feel a headache and feel a little,
I'm like,
I
oh,
feel
yeah.
a little wonky.
I haven't eaten anything
Yeah.
today.
That does it.
Second question here, Sheila. More than 2/3 of Americans have eaten this, even though it can be dangerous. What is it?
Sushi.
No, not
It can be
sushi.
dangerous.
But the raw is the right track to be on.
So it's not sushi, but it's a certain raw thing.
Mm-hmm. It's not sushi.
What else do we eat raw? Steak?
Not steak.
I was thinking steak tartare, which means raw.
Yeah. Tartar.
Tartare. You know how you say it? Am I saying
Yeah,
it wrong?
no. It's just.
I'm like, did I screw up
No.
again?
Tartar is just funny to me.
It is steak tartare.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to say it sound fancy. You're just gonna eat a bloody steak.
Something is raw?
Yeah, even though it's dangerous, 2/3 of Americans have eaten this. So most of us have eaten it. I have, for sure.
Is it a meat?
No, it's not a meat.
Is it milk?
It's not milk.
Yogurt.
Not
Raw yogurt.
It is a treat.
Raw is throwing me off because I think of meat. Egg.
You mean to give it to you?
Not really. I'm trying to get it. Any other hint?
Not without just telling you the answer. You ready?
Yeah.
Raw cookie dough.
'Cause that's the egg in it that does it to you, so I
Yeah.
think I got it.
Sure. Okay. You got it.
No, you don't have to give that to me.
I love raw cookie dough.
I do too.
Now, the kind that you get in the tube from the store, you can eat that.
Can you? Because they don't have eggs in there?
No eggs.
See? It's the eggs that does it.
So you can absolutely spoon
Did
that
I get
out.
it right, David? He's the...
I think you would have had to call cookie dough. But
So no.
there are cookie dough that you can get that says on the package you can either just open and eat or
Yeah.
bake. So it's not just like ignoring the instructions or
Right.
anything.
Well,
Oh.
we
I
wouldn't
didn't
want
know
to
about
ignore
that till recently.
instructions.
He's a rule follower. He's an Eagle Scout, that's
Yeah,
why.
yeah. All right,
As
here we
So
go.
I didn't get that one, so I just got one.
All right, 80% of people who eat these don't tell anyone that they do.
Frog legs.
No,
That's not 80%.
no, people who eat frog legs tell you they.
We tell you we eat them.
I eat frog legs.
I eat them, and I like the reaction.
I eat
Sometimes
liver.
I'm all for the reaction, ain't I?
Yeah.
So 80% that eat them.
80% of people who eat these, not that 80% of people eat them, but 80% of people who do don't want to tell anybody that they do.
Is it candy bars and snacks?
No,
Like,
no,
they
it's
feel
not.
guilty?
No, it's not a guilt thing. People would actually eat this for their health, but why they're eating it is probably a little embarrassing. I don't know. I can't figure out why.
Prunes.
Absolutely, prunes.
You said for your health, and a lot of times like prunes.
Why are people not wanting to say they eat prunes? Because, I mean, they helps you poop, right?
Yeah, is it because they don't want you to know they got constipation?
I mean,
It happens to the best
well, I mean,
of us.
I mean, I guess if I know older people talk about that.
Yeah.
You know, I remember being with my Meemaw, and we'd gone somewhere. I'd gone somewhere with her and one of her old lady friends. Her old lady friend wanted to talk about nothing but if they were regular or not. and she was loud. This was at Howard Brothers. I remember like it was yesterday. There was a store here called Howard Brothers, and we were in Howard Brothers, and she didn't say regular. She said, "Are you regular?" Oh, what is
You
that?
were devastated.
What does this even mean?
That was before when you had pride. Now you have no pride or have no shame.
That was before you could just look it up too. You know,
Yeah.
you had to ask somebody, "Hey, what was she talking about? Why was she asking Meemaw if Meemaw was regular? What does that mean?"
Regular.
And then I remember my mom having to go, "Well, she was concerned about your
Going to the
Meemaw's
bathroom."
bowel movements." Then I got to learn about bowel movement.
What a life.
You know, I just couldn't believe that. And looking back, that is even more astonishing that you would stop somebody at a department store and talk to them about their bowel movements.
Hey, are you regular?
But when does that start? Obviously, that is old people stuff. Sheila, you're closer than we are. Have you thought about doing it yet? Talking to your
Well,
friends?
I do it every day,
Oh,
but not talking about it.
no. But you ever like at Walmart and you
No.
see one of your friends and
I
wonder,
don't really care.
wonder if they're regular.
I mean, like, I want you to have good health and all, but
But you know,
I'm not there yet, Jason.
but that's not something.
You should know that because we're about the same age,
Right,
Jason.
but that's not something that I mean. I don't see me ever talking to my friends about that.
And
if I
that's
just-
one of the first things you ask. Is that one of the first things she asked to her?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, how you doing, Mama Mo? How's you, Baba Boo?
Let me ask you something.
Are you regular?
This seems like a pre-Google kind of
It
thing.
was very pre-Google.
Well, maybe she wasn't wanting help.
Hell, it was pre-internet.
She'd been having problems, and maybe
Pre-wireless phones, David.
maybe she's astonished by anybody that she was having problems.
I don't know. Or you know what? Maybe she was looking for some sisterhood there. Maybe
Right.
she was super constipated and was looking.
She needed some help.
It was
Hey,
looking for
I
other
need your advice. Do I eat
constipations.
prunes? Is it just prunes, or
Right.
should I add something to it?
I don't know. My Meemaw's sweetheart though. She stood there and talked to that lady.
Well, maybe she needed help too. You don't know.
I don't know. I just didn't want to know.
I can't even believe we're talking about it right now.
I'll make this a hard and steadfast rule. I don't want to hear about any woman's bowel movement.
Well, do you guys think we want to know about yours?
Talk about it.
They talk about it all the time.
Talk about it all the time. It's a guy thing.
Him and Freaky Dave, oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, sometimes if you have a good one, you need to let people know.
They brag on it. They brag on it.
Coming up next, we'll stop all this talk because Congressman John Rose is going to be in here. And
If he heard any of this, he's probably running away.
we'll stop the poo talk. And then, is it Mistletoe Merchants that's coming up?
Mistletoe Market,
Market.
at Leslie Town Center, and Catherine Molina will be in charge.
Awesome. That's all coming up here after 7 o'clock right here on Good Morning Cookeville, the show that keeps you regular.
TRN News.
State Representative Tori C. Harris has filed legislation to give Tennessee's voters the ability to recall their local elected officials. House Bill 1448, according to Harris's statement, restores the power of accountability where it belongs, with the people. Current state law limits that ability by preventing direct mechanisms to address misconduct or the loss of confidence in their local officials. Harris intends to introduce this bill in January when the General Assembly reconvenes. After a 14-month-old child suffered a skull fracture in Nashville, charges were promptly filed against the mother. The child's grandmother contacted Metro Nashville Police after receiving a video from the mother, Salandra Lado. That footage appears to show Lado slap and throw her child. She admitted to officers of spazzing out after the child soiled herself, but claimed the slap was on the hand. Lado faces aggravated child abuse charges. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Today, my new dad and I shot off a rocket in the park.
Today, my new son and I failed to shoot off a rocket.
He knew exactly what to do.
I had no clue what I was doing.
We set up the rocket,
We set up the rocket,
hit ignition,
and then nothing.
Ha
ha ha ha. Sometimes I laugh when I'm frustrated.
Then out of nowhere, the rocket launched into the air.
The rocket did get into the air
I've never seen anything fly so high.
and then crashed into a kite.
Look out! Look out!
And then the pond.
I'll never forget that day.
I'll never forget that day, even if I tried.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
Tennessee is partnering with the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration for Saturday's National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. Folks can drop off expired or unwanted medications, as well as vaping devices and pet medicines at various locations across the state. To find your closest stop, visit tntogether.com/takebackday. Ballot Health is taking United Healthcare to court for allegedly underpaying or failing to pay the system for care provided in their Medicare Advantage program. The lawsuit claims United underpaid over $65 million during the last 5 years. In the same release, Ballot Health says they will not renew their Medicare Advantage contract once it expires June 30th, 2027, which will affect over 2/3 of the region's patients in that program. And TDOT is pushing ahead with a reconfigured I-75 interchange in Knox County. The Emory Road interchange will become a diverging diamond interchange to improve flow and reduce crashes. Construction is set to begin later this month and finish in April 2028. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
From the Upper Cumberland Weather Studio, I'm Anthony Taylor with your Wednesday morning forecast. Another sunny day is shaping up across the region today, although we will be a bit cooler. Highs will top out in the low to mid 60s. Winds will be a bit breezy at times with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour possible. Mostly clear skies are expected overnight with lows around 40. Thursday will be sunny with highs in the mid to upper 60s.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Wake up, Cookeville, it's a brand new day. Jason and Sheila got so much to say. From the heart of Putnam to the downtown streets, they're bringing you the buzz, the people you'll meet. Tuning dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's the place to go. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic and share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. festivals to fairs, local art to the games, they're keeping you connected, knowing all the names. With laughter and stories, the hour flies by. Jason and Sheila keep the good vibes high. Tune in, dial up, let the stories flow. Good morning, Cookeville, it's a show to know. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news and make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. Oh, good morning, Cookeville. Yo. Every morning feels so bright with local voices by your side. Jason and Sheila keep it real. Cookeville's heartbeat you can feel. They're talking about the town, what's going on around. Events and news that make this county proud. With guests who take the mic, they share what's on their minds. Good morning, Cookeville, lighten up your life. So grab your coffee, start your day. Good morning, Cookeville's on the way.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 7:05.
Well, it is 40 right now. Temperature's fallen a degree or two since we got in here.
It always does right before sunrise.
I know, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's the truth. It happens.
It seems to.
No, it's a real thing that
No,
happens.
no.
No, it really has.
But I like this temp.
All right, this is from Men's Health. Fellas, listen up. Here are 5 quick tips from Men's Health magazine that'll have you looking good for the ladies in just 4 minutes.
4 minutes?
That's all it takes.
Y'all never need a long time to get ready, do you?
Number 1 is trim your sideburns. That takes 1 minute.
Okay.
Then spend 15 seconds blotting your skin. Men's skin is naturally more oily than women's. Keep blotting papers in your desk drawer.
What man is going to have blotting papers?
And give your nose and forehead a quick once-over before heading out for happy hour.
Just dab the T-zone.
Now, you know what? I bet those blue shop towels would work like crazy for that.
But don't use the ones with grease on them.
No. Choose a bright shirt. That takes 30 seconds, they say.
It brightens your face,
shirt.
yeah.
Exfoliate. That takes 1 minute to exfoliate. And then 5 is polish your shoes, and that takes 1 minute. So you add all that up, and it's 4 minutes there.
What about, will you just do the sideburns, that's it?
What do I do? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I don't have sideburns, so I don't have to trim them.
But it just said shave your sideburns, so does it mean have a little scruff, though?
Maybe it does. I don't know. I think to me it would depend on what the ladies like.
What the ladies like.
Like, so if you think your lady's wanting a rough and tumble mountain man, then you look like a rough and tumble mountain man. If
David?
Right. If you think you want it to be, if you want it to be, clean cut and whatever, then you do that. Got to be a chameleon for a little while to get them on the hook.
Got to find out what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keeps you on your toes.
So I don't.
Maybe you spend 5 minutes instead of 4.
So there you go, guys. I mean, if you're.
So polish your shoes. In Shawshank Redemption, they say
tell ya.
nobody ever notices your shoes.
I can't think of a time I've polished shoes.
Really?
Yeah, like I most of my shoes are like cloth. So like unless it's like my boots or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not
Mountain man David that he is.
Now I have put some like leather cleaner on boots before, but I haven't like polished. Maybe I'm like you, David. I've just never had shoes worth polishing.
Yeah, because those would be the fancy shoes, the wing toads.
Right, like I'm not going to get out my Skechers and polish them.
That will look weird.
Wouldn't that look weird? No one needs shiny Skechers.
Well, I used to in high school. There was this one guy that would always like have his shoes shined up. He couldn't stand it if they would get scuffed. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he has a wife or maybe living by himself.
You know what? There is
I bet Michael England. I bet he polishes his tennis shoes.
I bet he keeps them good and clean.
Yeah.
Which, I did get my fancy pair of tennis shoes that Michael England was very proud that I got. but now they're dirty,
Michael Elam wouldn't be proud about
and
that.
I don't know how to clean them. I'm thinking about taking them to him.
And say, hey, can I pay you to make these look better?
It's funny. I saw him yesterday. I went to Exceptional Bean, got a cup of coffee, and I saw Michael England. And as soon as he saw me, he was like, bro, 99-yard, pick 6. He said, I'm still sick about it. So we spent 10
You
minutes
did your sports talk.
just being sick about it.
I'm sick of it.
Sick of it. So anyway, there you go, guys. If you want to look good for your ladies, that's what you have to do.
An easy way, if you have like tennis shoes or like cloth shoes, you could just put them in the washer on cold. And that, I've done that.
Right, but these are like leather shoes.
Well, I don't, you probably can't do that.
That's what I'm
I don't
saying.
know.
It takes special care. This is why I never bought shoes like that before. Special care shoes.
You don't really know how to deal with it.
Well, I don't want special care anything, you know? Like, I wouldn't have a dog that you had to have a haircut for.
Don't look at me with my toy poodle.
I wasn't looking at you
I
with your
didn't think
toy
I would like that either, but I kind of like it when she gets back from the groomer and she looks all, hey, I'm cute.
That's just an
Reminds me of
extra
me.
thing. I don't
when
get
I
it.
get my hair cut, I feel extra cute. My dog is so like me.
What's funny, I lived with a couple who has a Aussie Doodle for a good long while.
How cute would that be? Like an Australian Shepherd and Poodle?
Yeah, he was all white like a cotton ball, but it is so funny the shame on a dog's face when they know they've got a bad haircut.
Yeah.
It's like they look pink because their hair is too short and they're just like moping.
I think dogs look embarrassed when you put clothes on them, too.
Oh, yeah.
Not mine.
Daisy,
Not that I go and put clothes on them.
my dog Daisy has a little winter jacket that we
She
put on
looks
her.
proud when she
And
wears
she shows it to all the other dogs. Like, you're not good enough to get a jacket, and I am.
Me, I've got a jacket.
I'm good enough. They love me the best. You're just regular dogs.
You're just mutts.
Yeah.
And it's a little red one, isn't it? Is it red?
Yeah, it's red, yeah.
And she looks like, I'm fancy.
That's right. The other day when the Amazon Web Services servers all went weird, everything was weird that day on the internet. But that also caused an unexpected side effect of causing chaos for owners of the 8 Sleep Pod mattresses. 8 Sleep's products rely on Amazon cloud connectivity to control temperature and track biometric data. When the web went down, many owners' beds overheated. Others stopped cooling altogether. Some said their bed was stuck in an incline position. The company managed to get the system working again
Help, I
within a
can't
few
get
hours.
out of my bed.
See, this is why I don't want a smart bed.
Because eventually everything breaks.
Right.
And then get stuck in the bed. Can you come and get me out of my bed? It's on an incline.
That's like all these new cars.
Yeah.
I mean,
The ones that drive themselves. Freak me out a little bit.
that's not going to work, and then that's going to be a whole bunch to fix, and who knows when that goes out and where it's going to drive you to.
But I know that you'd
It
rather
drives me
have
to a
the-
restaurant.
You'd rather have the self-driving than me drive.
It's about the same.
You never know what you're going to get.
Same uncertainty. Same don't know if we're going to get there.
You know I'll finally get you there.
Yeah, eventually. Eventually we'll
With
get
all these like smart home devices, like I've always seen it as a weakness that it needs to connect to a cloud service, but I don't know why they keep adding cloud services to things. You'd want, in my thought, you'd want everything to run locally on like your phone or a laptop in the house or something, just so that like you're not depending on outside services to keep things running.
Well,
But
that reminds me of something you and I read yesterday, that some of the younger folks with their Alexas and they're using them as friends now. They feel like
That
attachment
is
to them.
so weird.
Instead of having friends, they're attached.
It's not
to
Alexa, it's ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
And they actually have some AI now that is built for companionship. That's what
That
the
sounds
AI
sad to me.
Oh, that's
They're
ridiculous.
using it for companionship, like it's
Yeah.
their
Yeah.
best friend.
I don't like that.
it's all businesses creating a problem, then selling you the solution.
Since the dawn of time, David.
Yep.
Since
Since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody made a square wheel and was like, oh, for a pound of meat, I'll make it
Pound of meat,
round.
yeah.
I don't know what cavemen
out
used
trading-
as money.
trading.
Hey, pound of meat right now is real expensive.
Yeah.
It's worth it. I
Yeah,
mean,
I'd say
$20 a pound for ribeyes right now.
Yeah, I bet you could still use steak as money.
Yeah,
I'd take it.
I'd take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But I want a good cut. I don't want any.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Filet mignon or hit the road.
No, I deal in nothing but ribeyes.
Yeah,
I don't-
ribeyes and prime rib.
I don't
for
do
me.
sirloins.
No.
They're dry.
They're tough.
Give me a ribeye.
No matter how. I
Over
mean, you can
T-bone.
even. You can't really cook them like you can a ribeye.
No,
There's nothing.
Ribeye's the perfect steak.
It definitely is.
Let's just face it. Coming up, John Rose will be here. Congressman John Rose. He's running just a hair late. That politicking will take it out of you, man.
Yeah.
Every single time. So he'll be in here next. David, does he? I don't know if he's in the building yet or not.
I'm not certain. I think he's still on the road.
Okay.
So we'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, there's some other stories I could tell you about the coroner's office that they had to cancel the community Halloween party
At the coroner's office.
at the coroner's office.
What a good place to have a Halloween party, though.
It was going to be at Pueblo, Colorado, and they were going to have a safe and sweet, family-friendly Halloween party. But due to the recent news of the 24 rotting corpses that were found, they had to cancel it.
That were found. I wouldn't think they'd
Time
be
put in
rotting at the
overtime.
coroner's office.
Hey, we found these 24 rotten bodies out here. What are we going to do about it? Oh, do you think we should cancel the Halloween party? Yes.
Definitely,
So
definitely.
it was canceled because they had new work to do, not because
I
something
guess.
went
Did
bad
their
in the building.
refrigeration system run down?
The coroner had there was discovered that he had been hiding 24 decomposing
never mind.
bodies behind a hidden door in the mortuary in the house that he owned with his brother.
That's going to be a TV show.
Some of the bodies had been there 15 years. He's no longer the coroner.
That is disgusting.
The new coroner wants to regain public trust and announced his office would sponsor a community Halloween event, but that idea got shut down because of the 24
That is just
rotting corpses.
horrific. What about those poor
I feel bad
families?
for the new guy, though. New guy's trying to turn the page, and they're like 24 dead corpses.
They're like, we thought this was over, but nope.
Hey, maybe we could open this up and we can be nice to the community, and they'll forget about the 24 corpses. Nope, 24 corpses.
Yeah, I think that's a next year kind of goal. I mean,
Let's let it air out first.
Yeah,
my
Get
first
it air out first.
Oh man, my first thought was like an overtime kind of situation.
They had so many dead
No.
bodies, but no, he's been hiding them for
No, he's
15
just a
years.
freak. Yeah.
That will be a good movie. I wonder how he chose the ones that he was going to keep. That's the story.
I don't think
And
we
were
want
they
to know.
all like? Did he have a
type?
specific type? A type?
Yeah, I bet so. Anyway, coming up next, John Rose will be here. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Discover unbeatable value at Freedom Pawn, your ultimate one-stop shop. Conveniently located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta, we offer a vast selection of guns, ammo, knives, instruments, cameras, game systems, jewelry, tools, kayaks, trailers, and more. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, our expert team is here to help. We're now open on Mondays, so visit Freedom Pawn Monday through Saturday. Come see us and experience the difference. Freedom Pawn, the friendliest and cleanest pawn shop in the Upper Cumberland.
Your home, your sanctuary. This includes your outdoor haven as well as the interior of your home. Willow Window can elevate your outdoors today with elegant and innovative products from SummerSpace. From awnings and outdoor shades to porch enclosure systems, transform your porch to your favorite part of your home. SummerSpace has the perfect solution specific to your needs. Call Willow Window today for your free estimate 931-WINDOW-1.
Hey, Grace FM listeners, it's Dave Fry, lead singer, Sawa Province. So excited, Christmas time is here. And we are celebrating with the Great Big Family Christmas Tour. My favorite tour of the year, it is coming to Cookeville, Tennessee, to the River Community Church. And we want you to be a part of it. December 11th. Get your tickets today at greatbigfamilychristmas.com. And we'll see you and all you Grace FM family soon.
Unlock the best of local entertainment with Hub Plus. Do you have Roku? Download the Hub Plus app today. Dive into exclusive content like Good Morning Cookeville presented by Elevate Real Estate, catch all the action with high school sports from Upper Cumberland Reporter, and stay updated with the latest weather from Upper Cumberland Weather. Plus, enjoy fantastic local shows such as The Randy Porter Show and Cookeville Lifestyles Show. Don't miss out. Download the Roku app now and start exploring.
For nearly a decade, I've stood with you through every storm, every alert. I've been here tracking, warning, protecting you and those you hold dear, delivering critical updates to keep you safe, guiding you through the chaos of the storm. I've been here for you. The Upper Cumberland isn't just where I live, it's who I am. Together, we've covered everything from tornadoes to flash floods and severe ice storms. My mission has always been the same, to keep you informed, prepared, and safe. Now I'm raising the bar, introducing the all-new Upper Cumberland Weather smartphone app. This isn't just another weather app lost in the noise. It's a new standard. This is one of the first local weather apps in the nation to offer unparalleled radar access, putting you in the driver's seat. Select from individual radar sites from every National Weather Service office across the country, sites selectable for hyperlocal precision. Explore over a dozen radar products, including high-resolution base reflectivity, velocity, radar estimated rainfall rates, and advanced dual polarization products like the correlation coefficient, which helps distinguish between rain, hail, or debris being lofted from tornadoes. Beyond radar, the app features our Tower Cam network with nearly 3 dozen high-definition live video feeds capturing every corner of the Upper Cumberland, paired with real-time temperature and wind speed data. For daily forecasts or around-the-clock severe weather coverage, stream the Upper Cumberland Weather Channel 24/7 right from the app. For 8 years, I've been your eyes on the sky. Now with the Upper Cumberland Weather app, that power is in your hands. Available soon on the App Store and Google Play. Upper Cumberland Weather. It's the weather you need when you need it.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here with you in the Willow Window Studio. Good morning, Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. It's 721.
And it's 40 right now. It's going to be sunny skies later on and a high around 65, but it's kind of chilly out there this morning.
We were just talking about the coroner's guy and his 24 composing bodies. And
decomposing, not composing
yeah,
him.
Decomposing.
It sounded like
bodies.
he was taking parts and composing them.
He may be. He may be. But you know, there's no real good way to die. I always hope that I'll just fall asleep in my recliner while Tennessee's winning the national championship in football, and then I just pass on and go to heaven. But one way that's a very ironic and terrible way to die is this guy, a burial vault fell on him.
Oh, that's horrible. Was he
That's
like a grave digger?
It's a large, the burial vault is with a big.
Oh, that's what it sits above ground and they're concrete, right?
It was just a big. Well, no, So it's this huge, basically concrete box in which the coffin is placed. It fell on a worker at the Wrestling Funeral Home. Firefighters arrived. They found the man pinned from the waist down by the vault.
That's horrible.
They lifted the vault using hydraulic spreaders and airbags to free the man, but he passed away.
Yeah, that crushed him.
That's like the worst Final Destination movie ever.
I've been watching those with Courtney recently, and like
The Final Destination.
yeah, they're
as messed up as you
wild.
think I am. I hate those Final Destinations.
Do you really?
I hate them.
Actually, that's one of the few scary, crazy movies that I'll sit down and watch.
He and I are different. I watch the serial killers. He watches the Final Destination.
And also like the Purge movies.
I like those too.
Yeah.
But see, I know that's
those
fake.
yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's fake, obviously. Well, so is Final Destination. Sheila.
No, that's real stuff.
That's a documentary.
Yeah,
series.
that happened.
I don't know. There's just something about it that's.
But what a terrible way to go with a burial vault.
It sounds like he suffered too, though. If he was still alive, hopefully it knocked him out.
Hopefully it did. Yes.
I hope. Gosh. Now there's something positive.
What?
Barbie dolls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Stevie Nicks. She had her Barbie doll that was. It was really cute. It had the boots, had all the stuff at the house. She looked at in Fleetwood Mac. She had a little tambourine. Now she's getting a second Barbie doll
Oh,
to
really?
celebrate her solo career. So I wonder if they'll call it Belladonna Barbie.
Oh, I don't know.
Because, she had that.
Real quick, we're going to welcome in Mr. John Rose here.
Here, okay.
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on in, Mr. John Rose.
Congressman John Rose.
Yeah. Good morning. How are you, sir? We are live on the air right now. Okay, just want to be sure. Not that you come in with filth and flarn all the time, but just in case, traffic's not always great on I-40, so that could have built up some rage there for you.
In this case, I just overslept. That's just too bad. I got home late and didn't set my alarm, and just didn't wake up.
Well, I guess you're in full politician mode right now.
Yes, absolutely.
So I think the last time that you were in here, that was a thought, but now it is it's a thing. You're running for governor.
Right. Well, actually, I think I was. I don't remember when I was here last, but I got in on March 20th.
Okay.
Yeah, he talked about it a little bit when he was in here last time.
Yeah, so I've been in the race now since then, and
but I mean,
well on the way.
You were always busy. Still the congressman, but you were always doing lots of things around our state, and now this has probably even gotten busier for you.
That's right.
So did you have a night last night where you were running around
I was
and meeting
actually
people?
here, but I went to Washington yesterday, so
that was a long day.
Yeah, so I flew up and back.
I don't know if you know, but it's shut down, man.
You
didn't need to go.
There is a lot there, but the Senate is still meeting, and so I met with the president's nominees for the Tennessee Valley Authority Board yesterday, and had a really good meeting with them as they were preparing to go over. They were going to see Senator Schiff from California. I think they were all a little apprehensive about that, but good meeting with them to talk about the future of the Tennessee Valley Authority.
Why is I guess I'm just an idiot. Why is the Tennessee Valley Authority needing to talk to people from California? Do we supply electricity to them?
Well, no, but the Tennessee Valley Authority is owned by the U.S. government.
Oh, okay.
And the directors of the TVA are appointed by the president, but they have to be confirmed by the Senate.
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
Senate.
Yeah.
The 100 U.S. senators, including the 2 from California, have a say in who the directors are for the Tennessee Valley Authority.
I gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know. I was like, why do they care about the TVA?
Yeah,
I guess that explains it. Well, what does happen in a government shutdown? Like, obviously, some things are still going, but as the federal government shut down, state government's still going great. Everything else seems to be moving along. I got to be real honest. I haven't noticed much difference.
I think that's the problem. Yeah, and I think, in fact, you hear people say, "Hey, they're going to figure out that maybe it doesn't matter," and there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I believe. That's what we've seen over the last 22 days. 22 days into the shutdown, and there are too many. I would argue, now this is going to sound counterintuitive, but I would argue there are too many safety valves. And so it is creating problems and economic implications. So we've got a lot of federal workers who are furloughed and aren't working.
Right.
But ultimately, we're going to end up paying them. And so, lost productivity inside the federal workforce and at, all sorts of places that you can imagine but that you might not think of. And then, interruptions of service and critical things that are being delayed, that we're going to pay a price for down the line.
Sure.
And so I actually think that we've gotten to a place where we've taken care of too many things. And in fact, I've got colleagues, members of Congress, who want us to do more of that. They want to figure out a way that we could always keep the air traffic controllers paid. Figure out a way that we could always keep the armed services members paid. And so the president has figured out a way to pay the armed services folks. And I'm glad for them, and that's a good thing. But it then makes the actual pain of a shutdown more tolerable, and therefore something that can be conceived of and allowed to happen. I would actually favor us moving to a world where what I call, and again, I'm not advocating that this happen. In fact, I'm advocating it should never happen.
Okay.
But we have catastrophic shutdown, which if you think about it, that's what should happen.
Yeah.
The government, we haven't voted to fund anything. And yet a lot of things are happening on automatic pilot. So civil, Secret Service agents are still at the White House guarding the president. Imagine if the day Congress actually fails to fund the government, that the message was, well, go home, guys.
Yeah.
It's over. Imagine
That's
if,
what would happen in real life.
Exactly,
Yeah.
right? If this place didn't pay its employees,
Right.
lights go out and it's
done.
It's lights out.
Yeah,
literally, right?
Yeah.
And so imagine if at Fort Campbell, the commander came over the intercom and said, okay, at midnight tonight, everyone go home. We're locking the gates as we go out the door.
That would not be great.
That would not be good. And then Congress wouldn't be playing games with that.
Right.
And so what we have right now is, those of us on the House side, we passed a bill on September the 19th, 11 days before it was necessary to fund the government and keep things going through November 21st. But then the Senate has now, I think, latest count, 11 times failed to pass that over now 22 days. And so lots of elements of the government are not being funded, and eventually it starts to catch up.
So the way I understand this, and again, I don't know a lot about this stuff, so you'll have to explain it to me like I'm 5 years old. So this was a continuation, right? So this was, we're still working off the Biden era,
That's
right?
That's right.
Okay.
So, which is a point of frustration for many of us, frankly. So we actually are still using the spending levels that were in effect during the Biden administration back in the spring. We continued.
And that's
that
what you guys
funding.
passed to move to that continuation.
Right.
So
we call the Congress calls it a continuing resolution.
Yeah.
But basically, it's kicking the can down the road.
Sure.
It's saying let's just stay on. Instead of figuring out what the current levels of spending should be, we'll just continue what they have been in the past.
Right.
And
then we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it later.
And we were in the midst of those negotiations for the current government's year, which began on October 1st. We anticipated the House has made good progress, so we passed all of the appropriations bills. There are 12 of them. We had passed them all out of committee. We have passed 3 of them on the full House floor. That's the work, frankly, we should be doing right now. That's where we could have addressed a lot of these issues that the other side is quibbling about.
Right.
They want to do this and do that. Well, we were in those negotiations, so we could have continued that.
So it's not that you're necessarily against talking about those things. You just didn't have the time for it right then. So kick the can down the road, talk about those things. Maybe make some concessions back and forth, work together, kind of things.
Absolutely, and those discussions were happening before the Senate just said no, we're not going to do it. And so now there's some argument. There's a bit of brinksmanship, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
Our view is we've passed it. The Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has voted for this 13 times during the Biden administration to do this process of buying more time.
Same spending.
Yeah, same spending.
Okay.
He's done this before. Over the last several years, 29 out of 30 times, except for this time, he's voted for it. So 97% of the time he's done.
You have to, I guess, understand, and I'm sure you do, and everybody else probably in Washington does too, that has to deal with this. Everything, there's always some politicking that goes on with every single thing. And I know you probably build that into a lot of things when you're negotiating about how is this going to be politicized. And was that something that you thought of going into this continuation?
Well, so on the Republican side, Speaker Johnson made the decision, we're going to take all the gamesmanship out of this.
Yeah.
And fairly, in the past, Republicans have done this too, what the Democrats are doing right now. And we've said, oh, this is a chance for us to get this that we want. So let's play games over that. Speaker Johnson said to us before we went into this, before we kind of took our position back on September the 19th, he said, let's not ask for anything. Let's not do anything. We're just going to say, we will pass a clean continuation. There'll be no gamesmanship on our side. So there'll be no reason why they should say, oh, you all are trying to force this on us.
Right.
And frankly, we took that hat off, laid it on the table, and said, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
They picked it up and put it on.
Gotcha.
And so they're the ones asking for $1.5 trillion in new spending. Extra.
Okay.
They're looking to use this to reverse
Guess they
everything.
hadn't been to the grocery store lately.
Well, they're in the minority. and
1.5
so
trillion could almost get you a full buggy of groceries
it
right now.
could, yes. Even today's prices,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Even after Bidenflation.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Fill up the buggy. That's exactly right. And so they're trying to use this as a leverage point, and they've made the decision, Democrats in the Senate, led by Minority Leader Schumer, that this is the place where they can get something they want. And so, but what I think is unfortunate is the things they want are things that I think are counter to what most Americans want. So, for example, $200 billion in spending to provide health care for illegal aliens. That's in their continuing resolution.
And it says that. It's spelled out
well,
that way.
It doesn't. That's where these things are always
Right.
difficult. It reverses what we did in the One Big Beautiful Law that took effect that stopped that.
Gotcha.
So if you read the language, it's on page 57 of their continuing resolution. It says we're going to take that out.
Gotcha.
Section 2141 says we're going to, any law that does this will be not effective. So that's that. So you have to know. This is the problem, and the difficulty of my job is when you read this stuff. People say, "Well, I read every page." Well, I will tell you, in this case, I've forgotten how many pages their bill is. I think our CR is 24 pages, so it's a fairly brief thing. Theirs is many, many more pages. If you read it, you can't just read the 100+ pages.
Well, you got to decipher it.
Well, yeah,
read
which
between the
means
lines.
you've got to, because of course you've got to go read all the stuff that it's referencing in order to understand what it's doing.
Now, again, I don't understand. So it seems like whenever there's one of these bills that's a bunch of pages, all the stuff, it's not just a bill. It's a bunch of things piled into one bill.
That's right.
Now, why is it difficult to have those things separate and easier to understand? It not just maybe for you, but for the American people, because it's gotten so lawyery that it's hard to understand. Like
the average person.
Y'all could pass a new law today and I wouldn't know it. I wouldn't know what the law was. You don't send out a pamphlet every year going, "Hey, here's all the new laws we came up with. Good luck." You don't do that. Why is it so hard? Who made it so hard? And is there a push within you guys to make this more simple?
Well, there have been lots of calls for that. So for example, in Tennessee, the Tennessee General Assembly would have rules about the germaneness of provisions of bills. In other words, if a bill says it's about this, then all you can put in it is stuff about that. Makes a lot of sense,
yeah.
right? Yeah. Unfortunately, the U.S. Constitution doesn't. So you could say they left that out.
Yeah.
There's an elegance to the brevity of our Constitution, but maybe the founders didn't think of everything, and we left some stuff out. And so we don't have that in Congress. So that's why we can end up with these bills where it can be about the price of potatoes, but then you can come along and say, and we want to buy some new tanks.
Right, yeah.
And you stick that in there.
That goes together.
Yeah, that makes
Tanks
a lot.
can mash potatoes.
Yeah. So, you end up with those situations. And that's, of course, this situation is kind of inherently that way because this is about funding the government.
Right.
So it's everything about all the spending that is in there. And so it, necessarily gets to be a big issue. And obviously, a continuing resolution, you might just call it a short-term spending bill, is not the norm. It is the norm, but it's not what is considered regular
It's not supposed
order.
to happen.
It's not supposed to happen, right?
Now, with all of this experience that you have in Washington, I know you love the state of Tennessee. Running for governor, how has you're probably prepared to do that job no matter what, but to spend that time in Washington and see how that goes and how that works and the connections that you've made nationally, how is that going to let's say you win the governorship, how does that affect how you plan on running the state?
Well, there's certainly things I've learned from the time I've been in Congress, but I'm in a legislative role.
Yeah.
So my job, and this is just the harsh reality. My job right now is I manage me. I have a small staff of people, but mostly my job today is about voting yes or no on the legislation that comes before the Congress. I can introduce legislation, so there are other aspects to my job, but I'm not in charge of managing the government.
Right.
The job of government is the job of being the CEO, the leader of our state's government.
You've been a CEO, or
That's
a CEO.
right.
So,
That's
I mean,
right. And so I would tell you, I think, this is what I tell folks as I visit with them across the state. My calling card, my resume, if you will, what qualifies me, I believe, to be a good candidate to be governor, a good applicant for the job, if you will, is the work that I did in the private sector, starting and running businesses and learning how to actually manage, lead organizations, put together a vision to accomplish the objective and making that happen. And that's a very different set of skills that, frankly, I don't get to deploy today, being a legislator in Congress. And with all due respect, I think that's what gives me qualifications above and beyond those who are running against me, who've never done that. They don't have on their resume any leadership experience of actually running an organization.
Can we touch on, there's a bill that protects homeowners, or?
Yes.
Let's touch on that a little bit.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that. That had passed the House, I think, the last time I was in here. We call it the official name is the Home Buyers Privacy Protection Act. We call it the Trigger Leads Bill because of the way it actually functions. But today, if you go in and you are buying a house, your first-time house, or you're buying a new house, and most people would finance that, right? You'd have to borrow some of the money, so you'd need a mortgage from a lender, a bank, or a mortgage company, and so you would apply for that mortgage. And of course, most people usually pre-qualify. As they're shopping for their house, they go talk to their lender and they find out, how much can I spend? How much can I borrow? But there comes that day when you've found your house, you know what you need to do, and you say to the banker, whoever's going to loan you that money, you say, okay, here's what I need. And the banker then at that point will pull a credit report on you, call it a hard credit report, which means that they're getting all the real information. The moment they do that, there are 3 primary credit bureaus in the United States. That's where they get that credit report from. The moment the banker, your possible banker, pulls that credit report, all 3 credit bureaus are immediately tipped off. Sheila's about to buy a house. Well, guess what they do? They sell that fact to anyone who wants to buy
and then
it.
they come prey on you.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so today, quite literally, and I suspect you'll have listeners who've experienced this, you'll get somewhere between 100 and 300 solicitations in the next 48 to 72 hours.
Wow.
Phone calls, text messages, emails, ultimately mail that will come to you. And some of those telemarketers are pretty savvy. So they'll call you up and they'll say, hey, Sheila, I need to talk to you about your home mortgage. Well, if you're a first-time home buyer and you don't know how this works, and you get this call from
You think it's your actual
Exactly. So
mortgage
you're going to
company.
answer the call, or you're going to call them back, or you're going to respond because you think, oh my gosh, wonder what's wrong. Something's wrong. I'm not going to get my loan, or if I don't act, I won't get my loan. And so it can be very confusing and predatory in many cases. And they may be trying to sell you floor mats or something, you know. I mean,
But
who knows what
I've
it
always
is.
said there should
Gutter
be a law
guards,
to
you know,
protect
well, all
people.
the various things that you might get. Or they may be trying to trick you into switching lenders,
Right.
you know, and they say, hey,
They're so savvy at it.
Yeah, wouldn't you rather pay a tenth of a percent less? You know, that's going to save you $100 a month, you know, or whatever. And you're like, well, sure. And then they're like, well, you agreed to it.
Right.
You know, and so we started the process. And, you know, you see that with all sorts of things. And most of the time, you know, we're pretty attuned to that. But if you're in the highest stress environment of your life, maybe, which is spending, you know, the biggest purchase you're ever going to make, and then that happens. So we passed a bill. It passed unanimously through the Senate, passed unanimously through the House. The president signed it back earlier this year. I got to go to the Oval Office and be there for the signing ceremony where he signed the bill, and it will stop the credit bureaus from selling that information.
Fantastic.
That's great. I think that is a great bill.
You brought up housing, and I'm sure that you've heard a lot about this, probably many discussions, but especially for young people right now, owning a home is, that's not something that a lot of young people can do. I know when we were younger, we could do that, but right now the home prices are so high. Everything's so high.
Yeah, I've also often said I'm so glad that my husband and I bought a house like 35 years ago, because it's very different now. If we were a young
Especially
couple trying
here.
to make it, it would be difficult.
And not that I'm for the government telling anybody what they should charge for anything, but how does the government deal with affordable housing?
Well, lots of ways. I would say both deal with and interfere with and cause unaffordable housing.
All the above.
Yeah, it's a real toxic stew, I would tell you. So, first of all, the last 4 years we had the highest inflation since I was in high school. And so that's not helpful, right? When you see prices rising dramatically, that makes it harder for buyers. But other ways that the government is involved, both helping and hurting, is various programs that make it more difficult for builders to build new houses, zoning. It comes right down to the local level.
Yeah.
So, when the city council meets and says, we're going to put in place more restrictions, or the county commission does that. So there are lots of ways that government's interfering, state level, federal level, making it harder for people to build new houses. Then that restricts the supply of housing. Land use planning restrictions. So a lot of counties in Tennessee, this is something I've heard a lot about on the campaign trail. We have counties who are trying. I think the intent is positive, but they're trying to stop the loss of farmland. We're losing 10 acres an hour of farmland in Tennessee right now. Think about that. 10 acres per hour. So it's crazy.
And we're hearing a cattle shortage too.
Yeah, policymakers, cattle prices as high as they've ever been.
We could be loading up on the cows right now.
Yeah, and part of the reason that happens is because of development of land, fragmentation of land, fewer places to,
Well, then you can't make any money farming right now.
Yeah,
either.
exactly.
Yeah.
So lots of factors that lead into housing prices. The government, does things to try to encourage things that would lead to lower prices for housing. Various programs that provide loans, that provide incentives, that sort of thing.
I think a lot of things in government start with good intentions, and then they get governmented.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, and it's like they go off the rails. Like, hey, you started off great, but then it went off the rails down here.
And for those of us who are conservative, like me, what is what really controls these things are markets.
Yeah.
The cumulative effect of the individual decisions of buyers and sellers, you and me making decisions about what should I do, that's hard to beat, right?
Yeah.
Learn it, it's called the invisible hand. Adam Smith talked about, which is the collective signals that free markets send. That tends to work the best because some smart bureaucrat somewhere doesn't have to stop and think, oh, maybe we should do this.
Yeah.
Or
so is there anything that is being put in place to help individual home buyers gain back more buying power by keeping corporate buyers out of the market?
Been a thing.
BlackRock, Vanguard.
I know in Canada it got real bad.
We've seen a lot of that, and this is kind of a trend that's developed where you have these big, their entire subdivisions right here in Tennessee that are being built by big corporate monoliths that then are only renting the houses.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah. So you can't even, and then
controlling
they'll come
the
in.
Supply so they can control the demand and control the price.
Well, it's because the housing market has become so tight. There are extraordinary profits to be made.
Oh, sure.
And so some of these guys are coming in and they're
and
buying
it's an
up
inelastic
houses.
demand, so people need somewhere to live. Is there consumer protections or anything to offer to first-time home buyers? I would love to own my own home at some point. Is there anything to help people in my position to get their first home?
A whole variety of programs. I was just reading one last night. There's a a program called the CDFI, Community Development Financial Institutions, which government set up to administer grants and tax credits and all these sorts of things. But again, as you pointed out, so often these things run off the rails.
Right.
So the Trump administration is trying to eliminate the CDFI fund, and so that's one of those things that I'm weighing right now. I was reading about this yesterday as I flew home, of the pros and the cons of this program. What I would tell you as a conservative is it gets so complicated, and you see so much gamesmanship with these various programs, that so often the answer should be, let's let free markets work. So, if you think about it, how do you solve a housing problem? Let's encourage people to build houses. Builders right here in our community, folks that this company supplies with windows. Let's get out of the way, because if you think about it, markets work. If there's extra money to be made, then you and I are going to say, hey, maybe we should go build houses.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then we go out and we start, and the next thing you know, there's more houses being built. So I'll give you an example. This is a bill I have that we're just introducing here this week. Hopefully, is going to get introduced in the House. Which this will sound kind of like a circuitous path to getting more housing, but we have a federal law today that's been on the books since the mid part of the last century that says a manufactured house, what you and I would call trailer, has to have a permanent steel chassis under it. Federal law requires that. Well, there was a time when that made some sense. A trailer needs a chassis, so you can take it from the factory to the place where you're setting it up on your property. But we've gotten really sophisticated, and the manufactured housing folks are really good at building.
You gotta
these
go
things.
see that Cavco up in Lafayette, man. They're stick built homes, just stick built inside a factory.
Exactly.
They're beautiful.
And they're
But
gorgeous.
today, federal law requires that each component has a steel chassis under it. And so we've got a bill that would remove that requirement, which kind of keeps up with the time. So think about then how today's modern factory could build a home in components, modules, if you will, and then have it be assembled on site.
They're already
and
doing
how
it.
much more exactly
Already
how
doing
much more efficient it
Way
could
more
be.
efficient. Way
Yeah,
more.
and so we've got to get
And less mistakes.
We've got exactly
Yeah.
because today, if you think about it, today most houses are still built as one-off works of art, if you will, by skilled craftsmen who show up and take single boards and assemble them into a house over time. If all that can be systematized and turned into an assembly line process in a factory, you're not only going to get a less expensive home, you're going to get a better built home because of the procedures.
Yeah, you got to go up there and see that Cavco. Congressman John Rose here in the studio with us. We have pushed another guest back, so it's Catherine Molina. We got to do a little Christmas talk here real quick. Thank you for being here today, though. We really appreciate it. And I got a whole lot more questions to ask, so hopefully you can come back here soon.
Absolutely. Maybe this time I'll wake up on time and get here on time.
You know what?
Those are the best
We'll give you a wake-up call.
All right. Yes, I'll give you my number. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
No support from my broker, minimal commission splits, and outdated marketing tools.
Sound familiar? Accelerate your real estate career with Elevate. Experience broker support, coaching, and training on how to make your team successful, competitive commission plans, and cutting-edge marketing tools.
Join our innovative company with a proven system that compresses 3 years of business growth into just 1 year. Please call 931-520-6450. Elevate Real Estate. We help you accelerate.
Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford Lincoln of Cookeville. I love our customers, but honestly, I don't want to see any more of them in our service department. Why? Because we now offer mobile service and mobile detailing, where we come to you. Time for an oil change? We'll do it in your driveway. Does your car need a bath? We'll wash it while you're at work. The best part, these services are available at no extra cost. Schedule your mobile service or mobile detailing appointment today. Call us 931-526-3325.
I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report. Last night on UCR, the Upperman Lady Bees volleyball team fell to Dyer County in the Class 2A state tournament quarterfinals in straight sets. Upperman is back in action this evening at 5 in the consolation bracket against Chucky Doak. Gordonsville will play in the 1A semifinals at noon against Summertown. In the NBA season opener last night, reigning champion Oklahoma City Thunder opened the season with a dramatic double overtime win against the Rockets, 125-124. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 35 points to lead the way for the Thunder in the win. The Nashville Predators fell to 2-3-2 last night after falling to the Ducks 5-2. The Ducks scored 3 of their 5 goals in the second period. The Texas A&M Aggies are the first team to be fined $50,000 by the SEC for faking injuries during a game. Aggies defensive back Tyreek Chappell was seen on video going down after the ball was spotted and after an Aggie staff member motioned to him while pointing at the ground. Join us this evening for high school volleyball and the UCR football show. First up at 5, Upperman plays Chucky Doak, followed by the UCR football show at 7, presented by Fire and Vine. You can watch them on the main UCR Facebook page. I'm Jacob Vinson, and that was the UCR Sports Report.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's brought to you by Elevate Real Estate.
Catherine Molina with the Leslie Town Center is with us in Mistletoe Market.
Yes.
It is coming up pretty soon.
It is. I figure we have to get in the Christmas spirit, so I brought you each a little Santa hat.
I'll be gladly to wear my Santa
I got my Christmas sweatshirt on,
Mine doesn't fit.
Well, that's okay. You
Is
can
this a
just
kid's version? I wish I would have known I have a professional Santa hat in my office.
Yeah, we are excited. We've got the 22nd annual Mistletoe Market. See, getting ready. So the 22nd annual Mistletoe Market, it'll be in about 2 weeks. So November 7th from 9 to 7 and November 8th from 9 to 5. So we're
And
excited.
You got a bunch of vendors?
Tons like always.
Okay.
So vendors upstairs, downstairs, food trucks outside. We're going to have that $3 cash admission, which is going to help us fund discounts to nonprofits throughout the year.
I love that.
Yeah. So, you know, the event, not only do you come and shop for yourself, come and shop for your family, come and get a whole bunch of great stuff, support local businesses, support small businesses, but then you're also supporting nonprofits throughout the year.
You guys do such a good job with this, though, at who your merchants are inside. And I guess you can also offer some food and things like that.
Yeah, we try to have a wide range of stuff. So you've got clothes, you know, jewelry, you're going to have pottery, artwork.
One-of-a-kind things.
Yeah, one-of-a-kind things. And then we've got the food trucks outside in case you want to come by and make a day of it. You want to have a snack. We've got some food inside, some sweet treats and stuff. But we're just really excited. We're really excited to be able to continue to do this event to support all those businesses because they need help as much as they can. And it really helps our community as well to make a one-stop shop. So come in, get it all done in 1 day, 2 days, if you want to come back both days.
And a lot of people do. They make, I mean, there's so many girls that have Girls' Day out 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all for it. Yeah. Friday, the 7th from 9 to 7, and then the Saturday, the 8th from 9 to 5. So you can come both days. You don't have to pay the cash admission both times. You just pay it once, and we'll give you a little stamp if you want to come back. We do offer 10 and under are free, so you can bring some kids. We will have Santa walking around doing selfies with Santa. We don't really have like a station for him, but we'll have Santa walking around a couple hours each day. So we're just really excited. We love this event. So
with 50 vendors, that's a lot. Are you using the upstairs as well?
Yep.
Okay.
So upstairs, downstairs, we've got door prizes upstairs. So just for even coming, you can enter to win a door prize. And those are donations from businesses and a lot of the vendors that participate in the show. So it's just going to be a great, it's honestly a great time of the year. So,
well, I mean, you've been doing it for 22 years. I mean,
22 years.
It's a tradition now. I mean, it's not just something, hey, we're doing this thing. It's a thing people wait for.
They do. Yeah. And that's what people bring in their Christmas list too. And they're like, I'm specifically looking for this person.
Yeah. And that's what's great. And, you know, we utilize the whole building for that purpose to make sure that we can get as many vendors and as many varieties as we possibly can. So we're just excited.
Yeah.
It's a great event. It's a great way to show your support to everyone in the community. And Art Prowl's the same weekend, so the downtown area is going to be packed. So
It's a good time to have it too, and to correlate each other.
So like a great day weekend to be in the downtown West Side area.
It's Mistletoe Market is coming up November 7th and 8th. That's Friday and Saturday. Opens at 9, closes at 7 on Friday, closes at 5 on Saturday. $3 to get in, ages 10 and under free. It's at Leslie Town Center. Catherine, sorry for the short amount of time.
It's okay. Hey, I can talk about it in a second.
Yeah, you did
We're
really
ready to go.
good.
Yeah, we're ready. We're excited. Mark your calendar, save the date, follow us on Facebook. Be there. Or like where else are you gonna be?
I don't know.
There's nowhere else to be other than on the downtown west
I
side.
haven't bothered on planning for this weekend yet.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, 'cause
bother.
that's your
this
plan.
is your plan right here. This
I'm
and
wide
Art
open.
Prowl. There's no
Yeah.
other thing you should be doing than this and Art Prowl. Like there's nothing else.
Thank you so much for being here. Sheila, who's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the Power of Putnam. Their drug take back is coming up, so we'll talk to them about that.
That's tomorrow here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio. Good Morning Cookeville is brought to you by Elevate Real Estate. Bye now.